Hi guys, today I am going to show you my daily route from home to work. Usually it takes about an hour and 10 minutes. I'll show you as much as the battery of my phone is able to work on the frost. The weather today is 15 degrees of frost. This is my building house and Gromova Street. The weather today is perfect. The sky is blue and the sun is going to shine quite bright. You see guys, as the traffic jam is here and there, I have a big advantage as I go on my own. I am just walking. Now it is Furmanova Street. Indeed nothing interesting, just buildings for living. Now it is hockey stadium and Sheikmana Street. Sheikmana. Please don't blame me for this name of street, Sheikmana. This is surname of a guy that who was, I believe, from Norway, and he was the first man who visited the South Pole of our Earth. I like this part of my route. This is Green Park. You know, the day before yesterday was snowfall, and now it is really beautiful sight. Though the Green Park is really beautiful every season, whether it is summer, winter, autumn, all the time. I wonder if you can hear those sounds from far. This is sound of Russian church. Nowadays we have a lot of churches, and this sound people used to hear many centuries ago. This is Народной Воли Street. You can see those high pipe in sky, and you know, people really didn't think when they built it, because it was built in Soviet Union for TV, but it has never been working, just never. And they spend a lot of money. Stupid people. Now you can see football stadium. It's called Юность. Of course in the winter it is under the ice. You see? They are going to open market here today. Indeed it works every day. They sell souvenirs for tourists. And you can see Ekaterinburg's circus. People in Russia know this building for its special construction, special design. And now I am going to cross road with small part of underground. You see, this is 8 Marta Street, and I am going to dive in this park, which is called Dendrarium. Over there you can see that beautiful building. It is the biggest shop in Ekaterinburg, which is called Greenwich. Now you can see our Dendra Park. Here people can learn different sort of trees. Oh, of course they do it in the summer, but now it is beautiful with winter way. Tell me please, have you ever heard the name of our Russian president, current president? He is Putin, and his representative works here on Dobrolюбова Street in this yellow house, almost white house, but this yellow one is quite beautiful. You can see. Oh, my lips are freezing, and I have to warm them up with my tongue, but it's vanity. This is Malashova Street, and that's interesting. You can see there the source of hot water. It reads Ekaterinburg turtles. They saw this cartoon film, and as this water is hot, the ducks still are here, although they have to fly to the south, maybe to the India, I don't know. Habios. Wow. This is still Malashova Street, and this skyscraper was built to hold honor of our Russian famous singer who died about 30 years ago. He was very talented, and he sang the song that was simple, but people really liked them because they were from his heart. And you see on the low part of this building there is the letters, and there is Vysotsky. It was his surname. I don't know if you can see indeed this Vysotsky. Do you see this? What is it? I'll tell you. This is museum of old-fashioned machines. They were built about 200 years ago, and I believe this is a press. He made some details for some trains and so on. Quite interesting. And this building is quite long. If we see it from the side, it will be long. And in the past, it was a sort of plant. I don't know what it produced, but it definitely was plant or fabric or manufacture. Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. It looked the same way 150 years ago. I'd like to open you my small secret. I have to keep my hands warm, so I turn on my cell phone by my nose. This is our biggest street, Lenina Street. I would named it by name of our famous poet. It was Pushkin. Pushkin was the most talented poet, and he is as important for Russia as Shakespeare was for Britain. Far over there you can see a small waterfall. I'll show you now. This is the Ekat river, quite small river. What is interesting that this waterfall will work all the winter because a river isn't able to be frozen till the bottom. Some water is frozen, but some water still has a current. Those two guys on the stone were sent by Russian Tsar Petr I to build our city. Their surnames are Tatishev and Degenin. In their lives, they didn't love each other. It's a pity, but now they stay together. This is Pushkina Street, small, calm street, and I've already told you who Pushkin was for Russian people. He was the famous, the most talented poet, and that's funny. Here is his image just on the door. I guess teenagers painted it on this old door, and those reads you could call the bigger street in my honor. This small church was built to hold honor of Saint Ekaterina. Saint Ekaterina was a real woman, but after her death he was counted like saint, and her body was buried here, and here is a little cemetery for one body. It is Ekaterina's body, and our city was named with her name, Ekaterinburg, from Ekaterina. This grey building is our main post office, and this is again Lenin Street. Today I came from this side. You know, this autumn was really unusual. Many trees still are green, though of course they are frozen, but they are green. They had a big mistake, as autumn was really warm. They didn't understand what to do, and they just forgot to throw down their leaves. I am almost in my office, just 5 minutes. You know, in winter some people have to work this way in order to keep our pavement clean. Of course, roads are cleaned by big machines, and some pavements sideways are cleaned machines too, but people have to work too. And you see, far over there is a statue of Pushkin. There. This is technique to clean roads, and they will load this snow to the truck, and our streets are again clean. That's wonderful. But snow was really good, and I would say this snow was rich.